Hey guys, welcome to First Impressions of Butcher here at Splat Panda. I'm Matt, taking a look at this game. If you can't tell already right here from this title screen, it's made for me. I love Doom, love platformers. It's a fast-paced 2D shooting game. Oh, it's all that stuff combined. It's kind of like 90s throwback love letter kind of thing, and I'm so excited that I have my hands on it finally. It comes out on October 5th, so chances are by the time you're watching this, it's already out. Go ahead and buy it in Steam right now. But it's from Transhuman Design, and I'm pretty damn excited to share it with you guys. So let's go ahead and hop right in. I'm going to start a new game. I found a game in progress. Do you want to start it over? It's no, don't delete it. Yes, fuck this shit. So yes, fuck this shit. Start it over. We're going to go ahead and do style 1, which is just Butcher. You can see you use your WASD keys, Q, E to cycle through your weapons, circle to spacebar to interact, and then your mouse to aim and do things like that. So of course that's what we're going to do. Game, of course, the softest difficulty, if you will, is hard. We're going with that for the love of Pete. All right. Let's get our slight bit of lore if we can. It looks like we're in a spaceship. This game has Doom all over it. It's like Doom meets like Super Mario. If Super Mario was on like fucking cocaine and lost his goddamn mind and had anger issues. So the mother's telling me stuff. Welcome to the drone, purge Earth, set target. I'm not sure if we are the person who's being told to do these things or to stop this from happening. But alas, here we are. Let's see what happens. Look at that fucking moon in the background disintegrating. We're flying through space trash. This whole game, that's probably the title of this game, Space Trash. Alright, so we got the gate, next level. I already won. How about that? So we start with a shotgun. You interact by using space, and you can see this is the button right here on the wall. Very Doom-esque right there. It is pixel art, which sometimes is like a little bit overdone trope in games these days, especially indie games. Not in this case. I think it's handled really well. You can also see over here on the left side, we've got like a little skull situation. Here, this empty bar is armor, and then your health down here at the bottom. Very Doom-esque. That used to sit right here. You can see the state of your guy. The skull will change the more we take damage and things like that. So let's go ahead and just proceed to the level so you guys can kind of see how things go. So right here, we got a little portal, which can teleport you to other portals. Very Doom-esque as well. I'm all about space portals. And let's go ahead and enter level 1. We're going to grab the shotgun ammo, open the door, and blast these fucking fools. We're going to die a lot, just FYI. You just got to get used to it. This is a game of trial and error, figuring out how you want to progress through a level. You can see where I'm already at, like, no health. You can't get frustrated and rage quit and play a game like this. So these are armor. You can see it filled up this bar right here. I'll use this moment to give you guys that example, since this isn't going to be the run for us here. But you can see if you blast a guy with the jetpack, he explodes into a million pieces. Always all about that life. So you use your mouse to actually aim, which is kind of a fun little thing to do. It is a lot going on in the head, though, for me personally. I've never really played a platformer where you have to then shoot at the same time using a mouse like this. Kind of like a... I would say like a twin stick shooter. I mean, I played games like Isaac, but of course that's double keys or controller, things like that. I'm not playing, obviously, the controller right now. They say they have partial controller support. It's experimental, and they basically recommend you not do it. In the like 5 seconds I took trying to set it up, it was just not worth the effort, and this is simple enough. It just takes a little bit of getting used to is all I'm getting at here. I'm not saying it's good or bad. But, I mean, I'm used to it. Don't get me wrong. That's not why I died. It's fucking hard. That's sort of the name of the game. They say where hard is the easiest level. So, if that gives you any kind of like indication of sort of the vibe they're going for in this game, then there you have it. Now, some of the rooms, it is kind of like a risk-reward situation where you just have to decide if you want to try to hustle out and get away before you've got real problems. And sometimes that's worth it. Now, other times, you can get health and things like that by killing enemies. This guy with the machine gun, man, if you don't kill him basically instantly, you're fucked. And sometimes it's like almost worth... I wonder if... Can you reset the level? No. It'd be nice. Notice, it fucking berates you here. Real men don't pause. I like being emasculated in the middle of my gameplay. Real men do pause. I just did it, motherfucker. I don't know if the shotgun has range to it. So you see, you switch to a chainsaw if you run out of ammo. Fortunately for us, there's shotgun ammo galore, and what spawns the enemies in this isn't until you hit this button right here. Now this door will open. It opens slowly though, which kind of forces you into combat. In other situations though, doors will open automatically and you can rush on out. Now there was some health there. I'm gonna go get that armor. Health does disappear quickly. Not health, ammo. Although I've actually never given health the time to disappear. It may also disappear quickly for all I know. Again, you've got to gauge your enemies, and eventually you've also got to take into consideration not only the types of enemies, but the types of weapons you use to kill those enemies. who your priorities are as far as who you want to eliminate quickly there. And so it becomes a game of decisions, right? Sort of making sure that you're using the right weapons on the right enemies to make sure that you're eliminating your biggest threats early. Because as far as I can tell, there aren't any save points. If you die, you start at the beginning of the stage. And obviously that's not a situation you want to be in. So that opened this door down here, which will turn on this elevator. But anyway, you don't want to be in a situation where you're left with your biggest threats. Also over here, I forgot to mention, you can see the gun type, which again you can cycle through using your E and Q buttons. Right now I only have 2 things, but you can go from your chainsaw to your shotgun. Your ammo sits right here. Chainsaw is basically, so you do have a melee, but obviously not recommended. You want to keep things at bay, at least as far as I've been. But anyway, we've gone ahead and completed the first level. We got 21 kills, no secrets. The first secret is actually pretty easy to find in there. I wish I'd gone ahead and done it. But let's go ahead and go to the second level. I assume you can go back and revisit old phases. I haven't tried. I also don't know how long the game is. So now we have an assault rifle. So if I use E, you can see I can go chainsaw, shotgun, assault rifle, again, ammo right here. This one, though, you hold down, but it's very good for eliminating, you know, enemies that maybe move quickly or that you want to make sure you get hits on, like those fucking jetpack guys right there. So we'll go ahead and keep the assault rifle out until we can figure out what happens here. Now, if you're not into kind of real twitchy games or very difficult games where you're going to have to reset a bunch of times, this probably isn't the game for you, you know? Because the whole point of the game is kind of reading the floors, learning how you want to approach each area, and then when you die, trying it again, taking a new approach. That's sort of the idea of those old video games that this is a callback to. Notice this guy, a henchman, he wants me to spare his life. Not happening because he holds some health. So I'm going to hit those 2 switches, because in this case, it actually knocked up 2 doors right here, which are timed, and you have to hurry through. There are puzzle elements to this game. I mean, light, very light puzzle elements, but enough, like, you know, that you're rewarded for sort of actually being observant and, you know, taking in your surroundings. Also notice you can shoot through the thin floors, the floors that you can just drop through, which allows you to kind of get drop attacks on enemies, but at the same time allows them to shoot you from clear across the room. So you've got to be on your lookout, and sometimes that's my one complaint about the game. Because of the pixel art, it can actually be difficult sometimes to see your enemies because, you know, for example, see, like, is that a guy right there? Is this a guy? It's just hard to tell because of how sort of tiny and as a result, like, lacking detail some of the character art can be. And as a result, you can kind of get ambushed sometimes just because, you know, you're not exactly expecting something to come at you. Like in this case, I'm going to use the chainsaw because I don't want to waste my ammo on that fucking henchman there. But I need to make sure I switch back, otherwise I'm going to die. So see, in this case, that room, I'm getting chased here. I shouldn't have even let that process, actually. Ah! It's a flying dude with the chainsaw, actually. But anyway, you can actually see right there even, like I was ambushed because I wasn't ready for that certain type of enemy to be there. So I couldn't tell that there was an enemy there. And that's not necessarily like, you know, something that you run into a ton. But it's prevalent enough that in a situation where the game is already hard enough, like essentially having incognito enemies as a result of the pixel art can be a little bit frustrating. So I do wish maybe they were brighter pixels, or maybe there was just slightly more pixels per inch or something like that. Because it's like a little bit excessively done pixel art, like very scarce detail, which of course fits the time. But I mean, you're already doing sort of a 2D call out to a game like Doom. And so, you know, as a result, it's probably overkill to have it be like pixel art on pixel art. Sort of like a pixel art 2D game of an old game like Doom. But all that would be, you know, honestly, to take away sort of the integrity of the art style. You can see that indicates that his health was getting low. The little cross signs that show up over his head. So here, oh god, just not improving really now, am I? Which is generally not a way to beat a video game. Now notice that guy gave up. Oh shit. I'm taking shots from across the map, which is not exactly recommended. Alright. See if we can't have better odds. Whoa! Where did that guy come from? See what I mean? It's really easy to get snuck up on. I'm going shotgun. Fucking deal, okay? Alright. I like that start. No. Trying to trap me. I see what you're trying to do. So you do have to be observant with your environments in this game. And so their guns matter as well, right? So if you're taking assault rifle damage, it'll be a faster rate of fire, but not as damaging to you as a shotgun could be. Also, if you can kind of surprise your enemies. In that case, I walked right up to one by accident. Then you're going to have a better shot at, you know, sort of not trading jabs from across the room. Which is cool. Again, I think that the fact that like weapon types and things like that make a difference, and that you can stun the enemies and all those things make a fucking difference, that's pretty cool. And then there you can fucking torch people out. And then when they're dead, I can go get all the health back. Now here I'm going to want to switch to an assault rifle. Just to ensure that I can make my jumps across the room. I'm going to pick up all the health and stuff. Now when I do this, extermination again. I don't know if they're going to torch the whole room, or if this is just wave based, or what the fuck is about to happen here. But I do like the fact you can stun your enemies, you know? How many waves? Look at all that. Oh, Jesus. They're also kind of teaching you here that switching weapons on the fly is going to be important. Aren't they? Proceed. Hell yeah. Take me on up. Although I don't know, to be honest, if I want to proceed at this point with the way things are going. In all seriousness, though, guys, I think that's what we're going to wrap up this this first impressions video. You can see right there, fucking 27 minutes that we've been rolling in this game. Obviously, cut a little bit out there from the beginning, but the main thing that I want to get across to you is if you are into these fast-paced, twitching, you know, shooter games, grab Butcher now. Again, it's out on October 5th, so by the time you're watching this video, it's probably already out. Go ahead and grab it. I can't recommend it enough. It's fun, it's hard, it's fast, it's worth every penny, which I actually don't know what the price of the game will be. I'd imagine it'll probably be maybe around $9. If it's less than that, it's a steal. Maybe 15, no more than 15. I can't imagine that. But either way, guys, I would grab this game if you're into kind of fast-paced, you know, 2D shooters, or even just platforming games, or Doom, anything like that. Just look at how well it captures sort of that 90s feel. It's got like the Predator font up top, Doom inspiration all across it, you know, all of those hard platforms, Contra, things like that. So guys, please go ahead and grab a copy of Butcher when it comes out on October 5th if you think that seems like something you'd be interested in. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please go ahead and hit the like button. It helps us out a lot. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below, and if you want to see more of our first impressions video, check out our first impressions playlist. We have tons of those. But also, between all our other awesome series on the channel, we have new stuff for you every day. So hit subscribe if you want to see that stuff, guys. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next time.